Welcome back to the World of X Games Aspen 2020 preview show. Just bringing you all you need to know about next week's Aspen X Games. Brando, we got a big day Saturday. Hit me with it.
Women's snowboard, slopestyle. We kick things off. That's going to be a massive final. Zoi Sadowski-Synnott, this Kiwi came out of nowhere and absolutely crushed it in slopestyle. 18 years old, took the win. In fact, she won all 4 major slopestyle contests last year, including that Burton US Open, and
won everything.
Yeah, so and a silver medal in big air last year. So she on one.
She on one.
She's the next big thing.
So why do you think that is, Brando? Was it because Jamie Anderson wasn't competing in slopestyle?
Oh, I see. You want to put an asterisk next to her. No, I definitely think her 9s were locked in the jumps last year. Make no mistake. I think she's got a great set of tricks. I love her skill set on the top in the rail section. Everything was really clean. And as I said before, she went really undefeated in her slope contest last year. So she's got the prowess. Having said that, Jamie Anderson did get injured in big air the night before, so we did not get to see her compete in the contest that she's the most decorated in the history of X Games, male or female. So that certainly changes things with a healthy Jamie Anderson in the mix.
Jamie Anderson has 14 medals in 14 attempts in slopestyle.
What?
Chew on that, Brandon.
Never missed a podium.
Never missed a podium. So she's 100%. Like, honestly, it's just insane to be able to be at the top for that many years in such a demanding, progressive sport. It's unheard of.
16 total X Games medals. That's the most by a woman in X Games history, winter or summer. Do love this field when you also include Annie Rukajärvi, Anna Gasser, who obviously we expect big things from in big air, but she certainly has the technical prowess to get on the podium in slopestyle, and young Hales, Haley Langley.
Will we see a triple from Anna in slopestyle, do you think?
Right.
Maybe.
Right.
Maybe.
Could we see it in big air? If we see it in big air, could you also see it in slopestyle?
The jump's big enough.
I think so.
The men are doing it. I think if the sun's out, or even if the sun's not out, if the riding is at the top level, which we know it's going to be,
totally.
I think she's just going to feel inspired and she's going to go for it. So
we move on Saturday, para-adaptive snow bike cross. This is always a fun one. Our buddy Mike Schultz is always in this one, and he's just a force, man. He's an absolute beast, whether it's winter or summer. That guy puts it down.
I don't think you can beat Mike Schultz. I heard a rumor that he's actually trying to go into the main event to compete with the big dogs.
I'd heard that too.
And I guarantee you he has what it takes to win. I mean, Mike Schultz, an engineer, an innovator, he has engineered his own prosthetics, and I don't know, he's just an all-around great guy.
Yeah, Mike Schultz and Doug Henry as well in that contest, so that's always one of our favorites. We move on, though, to men's ski slopestyle. We talked about it earlier in the show. Alex Hall, we expect to make a lot of noise in big air, but this might be the one where he goes back-to-back, because remember, he is your defending gold medalist from X Games Aspen 2019.
He's just skiing so well. He had an incredible season last year, destroyed it in Norway, so I don't know. I think it's safe to say it's Alex Hall. And again, on top. He's your new guy. You're going to be hearing that name a lot.
I have to give kudos to our analyst Tom Wallisch as well, because he was talking up Alex going into X Games when no one else really was. So there's a reason why Tom Wallisch is who he is, because he sees talent and he sees the potential when others don't.
He should be an agent or like a manager or something.
But you know, this whole field, I think Alex Hall, ABM,
Henrik,
Ferdinand Dahl, Henrik Harlow, like
Oystein Broughton,
just
Woodsy.
The skier side is so good.
I feel like just all sides. It's not just the skier sides, Brando. Every single event, it's just gotten to the level where every single person competing has a chance to win.
Totally. So we move on to men's snowboard slopestyle.
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness.
Quite possibly the best contest of last year, and you got to call it.
Yeah.
Dog.
Craig McMorris and I were in the booth for that one, and Craig's brother Mark obviously is already a legend. We talked about Joe Parsons and the all-time record for X Games medals, and Shaun White's got it at 18. Right now, Mark McMorris has the chance to not only tie Shaun but pass him and become the most decorated winter athlete in X Games history. And there you see that final run in slopestyle last year to unseat Rene Rinikongas to take gold might be, in that storied career that is Mark McMorris, the greatest moment in his X Games history.
Yeah, I was standing in the tower, and honestly, I thought the whole tower was going to go down. All of Aspen erupted. It was an earthquake when Mark, on his final run, put it down in true Mark fashion. And I got the chills when you were saying that. If he passes Shaun White to be the most decorated X Games winner athlete on earth, I mean, how big of an accomplishment is that?
It's unreal, and I feel like he still doesn't get enough credit. Obviously, you and I are good friends with him, so he'll always be sparky to us. But you think about Mark and what he's accomplished in his young career, and he's still so good. Obviously, Max Perot is back in the mix after his battle with cancer last year. He's healthy. Last time they went head-to-head was at X Games Norway late last year, and it was Max Perot in big air that took the top spot. What a story that is. But just to see him in the mix, but Mark's performance from last year, it was the #1 moment for SportsCenter Top 10 that day. So a lot of good vibes that came with that contest, and we expect good things. But just going through that roster, obviously with Max Perot back in the mix, Seb Toutant, Chris Corning, Rene Rinikongas. Can we talk about Rene for a second?
Can we please talk about Rene? He's definitely one of the most creative and just Tasmanian devil snowboarders. Like, you never know what he's going to pull. Some things that you've never seen before. Here he is right here. He's got so much style, and he might as well be the happiest human being on the planet. Snowboarder or not, off the board, he's just so nice, so kind. And I just love that about him.
And also off the board, playing bass in his band Catfish.
That's right.
Who performed at a party last year in Aspen.
Rock and roll.
Now, he is everything that is right about snowboarding right now, Rene Rinikongas. He's really crushing it. So I love this field for X Games Aspen 2020.
And I also got to give a shout out to the big man upstairs, Jake Burton Carpenter. I think that's also going to set the tone, especially for Mark McMorris, because Mark McMorris and Jake Burton were best buds. And so, you know, when Mark gets to Aspen and everybody's cheering, there's definitely going to be an extra bit of light inside of him. So with Maxence coming off of a cancer and Mark riding for Jake, it's going to be a very powerful slopestyle event.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
And X Games in general.
Yeah. So that's just the day portion. That's before the lights get turned on Saturday. And I know we have music going on in the afternoon, correct?
We've got Illenium playing in the middle of the day, which is going to be amazing. It's just fun, pop, electronic DJ music. And so, again, like you said, I'll be there front row, and hopefully you guys can make it, because it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, that's amazing. So we're still in the midst of Saturday. When we come back here on the preview show, we break down Saturday night, X Games, Aspen, under the lights. Won't you be there? Stay here.